I want to start this video by saying I love you guys and I appreciate you.
You might want to
You're
give
going to
us
need to sit down for this video.
take a moment. Take a moment.
Imagine being so out of touch that, like, literally
People are eating babies.
people are eating babies and you want us to cry about your divorce.
Yeah, like, girl, we seen this coming. Like, I seen someone talk about it, was like, girl, we seen this coming. You take every opportunity to talk about your husband and what he's got going on to use it for views, girl.
Yeah, she's definitely will do anything for a check.
Make it nice and sharp.
Nice and sharp. Like, I saw one video that said how it's, like, really convenient that after all this time you're coming out about your divorce, because she even said in the video that it's been months in the making.
A
year.
Yeah.
And then they were like, just in time for Valentine's Day, so you can get those brand deals and talk about, like, being single and stuff. And then she made, like, this really gross perfume ad where she was, like, being, like, I mean, pop off, queen, with your being open about your sexuality and stuff, but she was just being really awkward. I forgot exactly what she said, but she was basically said the amount of times that I've been laid since I started using this product is crazy. I was like, wow, okay, girl, like, you just told us you were getting divorced.
He ain't even fully divorced from your ass, and you're already talking about how many times you've got laid because of this perfume, and this literally this tiny, basically.
Yeah, I saw that. But I also saw where he was with another girl, which is, like, cool. I mean, it's not a crime.
And then
But
her little brand deal was like, if you ain't got no plans for Valentine's, you don't need to worry about it. But you need to have a nice lip combo, and has all these like lip products or whatever she said.
I'm so over it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Michael Jackson's estate is suing Sexy Red for sampling his song Beat It.
Way, I just seen that and I heard the song, and I would want to sue too. It's pretty bad.
Dude, people are like,
Just
Michael Jackson is resurrecting from the dead to stop this from happening. Using the song without his permission or without his estate's permission is one thing, but what she said is honestly, like, disrespectful. I wouldn't expect anything less from her. People love her. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'll vibe to it sometimes, but it's like the dance move that she was doing, which was Michael Jackson's dance move. I don't know, something about it just really rubbed me the wrong way.
I didn't see what the dance move she did to it. I just seen all the videos of people making fun of it, saying they would sue too.
She did the thing with, like, the hand on the pants and the forehead, like the hand on the pants and the forehead. But she was like, I mean, when you're just saying just eat it and you're doing that, it puts a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if that's your cup of tea, sure. But
yeah,
she could have done so many things.
Yeah, and also, like, if she had the permission to do it, then that would be like something Sexy Red would do. Like I said, I'm not expecting anything less, and I would laugh at it, probably listen to it ironically a few times. But how could you be this famous, like, as huge as Sexy Red is, and not know that you're going to be penalized for using somebody else's music without permission?
I mean, not to like talk shit, like she's like a newer, bigger artist, but I don't think she's got a lot going on up here.
Yeah, I would be mad. Like, you're right about, I mean, I would assume the same thing, but what are these people working for her doing?
Manager?
Yeah. She needs a new management team for real after this.
And another complaint that's not irrelevant to this whole Michael Jackson thing, I'm so tired of the fucking money. Like, she still brings that shit. I mean, it's not as bad as it used to be, but when she would go places, she'd always have a stack of money just to show off. Like, it's a little cheese, girl.
No matter who does that, it just screams, someone please rob me. I want to be robbed. Like, what?
It's giving try hard.
For sure.
Like, because you got people out there like this, and you got Adam fucking Sandler that you know has got money. And
some people were trying to defend her and the whole thing and saying that it wasn't an official song. So, like, does it really count for anything when it comes to suing? But she posted it on her own social media. It wasn't like something that got leaked. Like, she posted it on her own social media as an unreleased song that she was working on.
Yeah. I still think that's suable.
Me too. Michael Jackson's estate publicly condemned Sexy Red's recent song that samples and flips Jackson's classic Beat It. The estate representative said the use of Beat It in her new track was unauthorized and the estate is deeply disappointed about it. But no official lawsuit has been, has started up yet. I think it's because it wasn't an official song. And the estate suggests that they could pursue legal action for copyright infringement, but no official statements have been made, like I said.
I mean, I feel like it would get settled pretty easy without having to go to court because they probably, like, her people probably talked to them about it and was like, it's not that serious, but who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they could definitely just be like, don't do that. And,
Yeah.
I mean, they've already said that they're deeply disappointed and they don't condone it in any way. That should be, enough of a slap on the wrist because, obviously everybody... We'll get into this in a minute. I was about to say, obviously, everybody respects Michael Jackson's career, but I'm learning that that's a bit of a mixed opinion. But I feel like that's got to be so embarrassing for somebody in the music industry, no matter who you are, to get, backlash and,
Like a legend. You're literally changing the song to a legendary song.
Yeah, I definitely have to step back for a while. Let that one soak in.
Touch grass. Take a moment and sit down, type shit.
For sure.
Speaking of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, for real. I was about to say, as the algorithm goes, after I see the Sexy Red Michael Jackson stuff, more Michael Jackson stuff started popping up. And I saw a video of the alleged last phone conversation that Michael Jackson ever had. Have you seen that?
No, I actually went to go listen to it and then I got on the phone, so I didn't get to hear it. I wanted to watch the video though, so.
It's honestly really creepy.
It's so ironic. I looked at what he died from, and there's this show that I'm watching. It's called 56 Days. It's got Dove Cameron in it, and then the dude off of Victorious. I forgot his name.
Andre?
Yeah, no, not Andre. Beck.
Oh, yeah, I don't know his name.
And Beck's character in that show has to take the same substance that Michael Jackson, so-called, died from.
I don't know what was going on with Michael during this time, but after hearing this phone call, I think everyone would agree that it was not from what they say it is and not from anything natural.
Okay.
What's wrong, Michael?
I don't know if I should tell you this, but I don't know who may be listening. There may be a group of people that want to get rid of me. They don't want me here anymore.
I don't understand. What do you mean? Talk to me.
I can't talk about it over the phone. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just feel in my soul, only God knows, they could shoot me. They could stab me. They could frame me and say I overdosed you with drugs. They can do a lot of things.
Who could do these things?
It's not the government. It's more than the government. But I don't know, Tita. I don't care. They can take me. I don't even care my life anymore. I just want my children to be okay. My angels. I want them to be safe.
Michael.
I gotta go.
What the hell?
He literally says they could frame me and say I overdosed on drugs.
Yeah, which they did.
Yeah, and this phone call is 100% real because it came out during the time before AI, before all this crazy stuff started happening. It's
Yeah.
just so sad, like, the urgency in the other person's voice is like, tell me.
Yeah. And he's just like, they're just like he was out of breath. Like you can tell he was really just like out of it, like just really full on panic.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he did all that he could do because he knew if he did say something, it would happen sooner, probably. I'm honestly just like happy that he said what he said because,
Before.
yeah. I don't know,
But
it's
like,
really creepy.
there's a lot of stuff to get into him about that because allegedly Michael Jackson would save kids from Epstein Island and take them to Neverland. Well, I did a little bit of research and there's not exactly any proof to say that he did or not. I looked it up on like Google and all that to actually like fact check it. There's no actual proof, but he would talk about, there's like a video saying that he would never do anything to the kids and stuff. But we all know that he got charged with child molestation. And
Well, he didn't get charged with child molestation. He got accused of child molestation
accused.
multiple times.
Yeah, he had several charges of like, and then giving alcohol to a minor and that. But one of his really close friends, Macaulay Culkin, I think you might know who that is. You should all know Home Alone. They were always really close, and he actually stood on trial and defended Michael Jackson for these charges. Macaulay Culkin said that he was never molested or behaved inappropriately towards me. Absolutely ridiculous. Never, absolutely not. And goes on and just says that there's many times that they've slept in the same room and how he could have if he wanted to, but he never did. And there was no way because he talked about how he loved children and that's why he made Neverland. He created Neverland for kids that wasn't as fortunate as him so they could go and enjoy the amusement park, the theater, and all that.
Yeah.
Despite what others say.
Yeah,
But,
Khloe Kardashian did a podcast earlier this year with Kim, and they were talking about Neverland and how some of their happiest childhood memories was there with Michael, and how all the stuff that he did for him, and how he had like a petting zoo, like the whole thing was set up for kids. Which honestly, like, he is a weird dude, and I don't know how to feel about him because I could see, especially with like what everybody's saying with Khloe and Macaulay Culkin and everything, and like the well-known people that grew up with him being around said that he was like the best guy when it came to taking care of the kids. And then he's like one of the only people in the whole Epstein story, true or fake, that was supposedly saving people. But then him getting accusations and stuff of doing not pretty much, but something on the same scale of what was going on the island, and then him getting killed off is very coincidental.
But
or
that's
whatnot.
what people were saying when I was doing the research. They were saying because he was like supposedly attempting to save children, they flipped the role, like flipped the script on him and saying that he was the one that was molesting them.
That's what I'm thinking too.
But like you said with the Kardashian people going to Neverland, like Khloe, Kourtney, and Kim. There's a picture. I'll send it to you of them. They're not allowed to have their phones, but this is in their photo booth. But Kim actually spent her 14th birthday there. While she was dating Michael Jackson's nephew, TJ Jackson.
But yeah, he stood trial in 2005 for some accusations for unknown people, but it was a teenage boy and his father. And he was acquitted of all those charges in 2005. And then all the other accusations came out after his death. But there's a documentary called Leaving Neverland that came out in 2019. If y'all want to check that out. I haven't watched it yet, but I kind of want to.
Yeah, I want to watch it too.
The documentary features the in-depth testimony of Wade Robertson, and James Safechuck, who alleged abuse by Michael.
To be a fly on the wall to know the truth sometimes.
Facts. I'm just really tired of all the fake stuff. There's already so much terrible stuff going on in the world that everybody knows for a fact to be true. People have seen it with their own eyes, and then like actual evidence of the things going on. And then for people to just throw their 2 cents in just for like what? It just adds to the noise of it all, and it's so toxic. Before I really started to dive into all this stuff with the Epstein files, I thought that conspiracy theories about Hollywood and like the elite and stuff were just really fun to listen to, and they are. It's entertaining. But at this day and time, I feel like it's just adding, like, you don't need to make up bad stuff because so much bad stuff is already going on.
There's enough. Don't add to it, please.
Exactly.
We don't need more.
So we're going to get into some of the real stuff now, like what's really going on. Like Minnesota.
God help them. I have a picture that I'm going to also send to you. And it's like a picture of, it's the Statue of Liberty hugging Trump. And it's got the Statue of Liberty has her hand behind her back and doing the sign language for help. No, it's this. It says help us. I'm like, felt.
For real.
One of the fake things, speaking of Trump, so all this going on with Russia, China, all of that, scary things. And Trump being the big bad dude that he is, like thinking
Wait,
that
what's
he's the
going on in Russia and China? I literally try not to watch any of this, but I'm trying to do better.
like things talking about like World War III because of the whole situation with Venezuela and the oil, because they had like oil there, they were getting oil from it. Anyway, so there's several things going on with that, but there's a fake video talking about, or people speculating that Russia, Vladimir Putin, the president, or whatever you want to call him, dictator, I don't know what it is. I'm not even going to try to lie there. But, so Vladimir Putin supposedly has videos or pictures of Trump with minors and threatens to release them if he doesn't stop, if he tries to attack them, because supposedly Trump is trying to attack Russia, even though they used to be best buds in 2017 or whatever. But that's actually fake. I looked it up. There's no actual evidence of that, but people want to play into it, like the whole thing with Bill Clinton and Trump being together and all that whole situation.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Like, there's literally no need to incriminate Trump further because, for one, obviously nothing's going to happen to him. The president of the United States is a felon, and there's obviously nothing's going to come out of that. So there's no need to incriminate him further because we already know how the dude is. Like, it's right in front of our faces, and the only thing that's going to come from it is nothing.
And that's how I feel about this whole Epstein situation. No one's getting fucking arrested. It's actually kind of like upsetting me a little bit. No one's getting touched because they are the elite people.
All I know is just that the way that he talks, like, I don't know what he's doing, I about said academically. What's the word?
Nothing. Y'all go watch all the videos of him saying all the countries and states wrong. It's hilarious.
But I don't know what he's doing to help the economy, like what everybody that supports Trump says that like they do because of what he can do for us financially and like for the economy and stuff. I don't really know what's happening there. But I know that the way that he talks is not doing anything to unite the country, which is like the only thing that needs to happen right now. The only thing that's important is everybody not being pinned against each other and being distracted by stupid things to make us hate each other, like Democrats and Republicans.
Those aren't things anymore.
Exactly. But it is to people that don't understand what's going on.
Facts.
And that's the problem, because it's like not the time for people to be divided against each other. We have to come together as people and try to like show everybody that I don't
I
even
literally-
know. Basically,
I-
like the government just wants us to be pinned against each other so we can't see how shady they are or something.
I literally just watched a video where this man that was like in the military in another country was sent a personal video to us because they're so like what's the word? They're sad for us. They feel bad for us because of what's going on with everything. They're like the 1% of America is getting richer while everyone else is getting poorer. Y'all need to stop being dumb, get together. Y'all can do a lot if y'all get together.
Yeah,
And,
that's
like-
what I was trying to say. It's like the regular people in the world need to come together instead of being pinned against each other for things that at the end of the day doesn't really matter. Like just petty beliefs that people have strong opinions on. Like I feel like if everybody could just do what they want to do with their own bodies and have your opinion about it, yeah, but at the end of the day come together so everyday people could actually become something and not just this 1% or however big the freaking percentage is of people that are already doing better off.
I just don't think people are upset enough to actually care enough to actually like do it the right way, like voting or like not rage baiting and go on the internet saying bullshit against the other party, knowing it's not going to do anything but upset it even more when they don't know the right thing to do. So their first thing instinct is to just go talk shit about it on the internet.
I've been seeing a lot of like we're not angry enough, and I completely believe that that's true. But it's also like, are we not angry enough, or do we just feel helpless? Because
Both.
exactly, like I just feel helpless, which makes me not be angry about it because it's like, what are we really gonna do? And it's like terrifying.
Yeah.
But like it's terrifying to think of like what's happening, like what they're doing. But then again, it's easy to be naive and like shallow and just focus on your own life, which is like literally how we get by.
We need to do a rebel like on some Hunger Games type shit.
The Patriot Games.
Yeah.
I just saw this
Wait.
this morning. I didn't even know about it.
The crazy thing I want to add to it before you say anything. Supposedly, I really wish I would have looked it up first, but because I didn't read the books. I've read The Catching Fire obviously in school, but I don't remember. But so in the last movie, Mockingjay Part 2 is the 75th Hunger Games, and then like technically the 76th is when they rebelled, and they're like Finnick made the joke about it being the 76th. But so it's the 75th quarter quill in the last movie. Whatever year that was, I'm not trying to do the math. Supposedly, if you take back 75 years, the first Hunger Games would have been in the year 2026.
Of course it will. Because, well, the Patriot Games, as Mr. Donald? Period. Honestly, he doesn't even know. Okay. So the Patriot Games is going to be held on July 4th.
July 4th? Why the fuck would he do it on Independence Day?
Because it's creepy. It's giving the Hunger Games. Because all the Hunger Games are done on those important milestone years for, like, whatever the anniversary of it. I think that's the anniversary of the games. But I feel like that just adds to the creepiness of it. For doing it on America's 250th anniversary. It's going to be the Patriot Games, where he's going to get high school athletes, one girl and one boy from each state. And, basically they're going to compete in whatever little games he wants them to do.
It's also
Just like the
giving
Hunger Games.
Squid Games.
Yeah, and then he decided to end his little announcement by saying, I promise there will be no men playing women's sports. You won't see that. You'll see everything but that.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't expect anything less, but it's just like, let's just add some negativity just to know how I feel about people that aren't like me.
And then, like, the way that they were, like, taking pictures of how they would have it set up when they would meet up at the Capitol. I'm like, that's exactly what happened in the Hunger Games.
Honestly scary. But I mean, the pictures that I've seen from Minnesota are literally giving that it's already started. And March 7th, have you seen the March 7th stuff?
Of course I have. And I have a mixed feeling about it. So, like, obviously I'm down. Like, I'll do
Wait,
some rebel
explain
shit.
what it is for people that haven't seen it.
Yeah. Okay, so on March 7th everyone what? I can't speak either. Okay. So on March 7th, people have started that they want to do a strike against anti-capitalism where you don't purchase anything, you don't go to work, you don't go buy anything, you just stay home. Because that way, if we all band together and we don't purchase anything and we don't go to work, the markets and everything will crash and it'll mess up their money. Because I also seen a video is like your taxes is like 25% of your money. So like if you divide that up by the months of the year, there's like 3 months of the year you're not even working for your own money. You're working to pay Uncle Sam. But so on March 7th, which I find is like cool, I'm with it. I'll do anything like that. Like I did the
Black Lives
Black Lives
Matter
Matter
march.
march. I did that. I'm down to do anything like what's it called?
To stick it to the man.
Yeah, I'm down to stick it to the man.
Protesting is what you're looking for, though.
Yeah. So, but what I find stupid is like the whole thing is like not going to work and not buying anything. But not many jobs, I guess, would have work on a Saturday. March 7th is a Saturday. So I feel like that kind of like takes a little bit of the value out of like not going to work and not buying anything because most people wouldn't be working on a Saturday anyway, which is what I find stupid about it being on the 7th. It should be like the 6th.
Yeah, for sure. Like a Monday.
Yeah, like a fucking Monday. Most people would not want to go to work on a Monday. Be like, fuck Monday.
Yeah, for
But a
real.
Saturday
Yeah.
people gonna buy alcohol regardless. I just know it. People are gonna still buy the alcohol. They could do it the day before though.
True.
Like y'all go do everything y'all need to get like for Saturday. If you're gonna stay at home and you want to drink, buy it Friday at least, okay?
When I first started seeing stuff about it, I didn't really understand what that would really do. But after seeing all the stuff that happened in Minnesota with the strike, I saw something like some statistic of like how that really did do something, and it was only for a day. I'm like, what can a day really do? But then again, like, people have to eat.
Mm-hmm.
We're still everyday people. Like, once again, it's just really helpless. I don't know. Like, you have to go to work, you have to get paid, you have to eat.
But the thing is, if you're gonna do all that, plan ahead and you can go and buy it the day before or the day after, so that day you're not doing anything but sitting at the house. You can have it at your house.
Yeah, that would be easy, but I don't know. I was just saying, like, a lot of people can't miss work,
Yeah, I know.
even for a day.
But that's why I guess that it is on a Saturday. So like it's only the people that like would work on a Saturday. But most people, that's another thing I did see about it. It was like sometimes they work and sometimes they just make it worse for yourself because then you're losing out on your own money. But it really just depends on how angry people are and passionate about it to actually band together and do something together to make it actually effective. Which is why I guess
Yeah,
people
that's
really
what
like
it's about.
yeah. Because I know Minnesota's ready to do it, but like what else has to happen for people to actually band together? Like I seen where they were actually around here recently. And I've seen all the funny videos about how like don't come to Atlanta. You must be crazy. The people up here, they got them fives or whatever. They got the Glocks and stuff. Like don't ICE is gonna get took from them.
I feel like the majority of people are honestly just happy with what they have and just like would rather be comfortable than see real change.
Yeah, very true. But it's just like another correlation with like we were just talking about the Hunger Games. The ICE people are literally giving peacekeepers off of the Hunger Games, where they
For
basically
sure.
did the same type of shit. I just rewatched all of them, so like I'm fresh on my mind.
Have you seen the thing about the Orange Angels in I about said Mississippi, but the Orange Angels in Minnesota?
Mm-mm.
So when they get the people, when they're retaining them, when ICE takes people and they're retaining them, and then they get sent back out, there's these people they call them orange angels because they have on like the reflective suits because it's just like in the middle of the night, and these people are getting sent out of the detention centers, and there's people outside that'll like give them a warm meal or like warm clothes and stuff, and like take them where they need to go, because when they get kicked out of these detention centers, half the time they don't even have nowhere to go. Like they don't have any way to get in touch with people to get back to where they're supposed to be, and
Oh,
there's like this huge group of people that's helping people out there.
I'd be an orange angel. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's so sweet. Like that's my favorite thing that I've seen come out of Minnesota during this whole thing.
And that's what gives people hope. Like, we need more people to stand up and do stuff like that.
For
I
real.
love that.
Because
That's what it's
on the
supposed to
other
be.
side of that, when that's not happening, they're doing this. I didn't write this down. It's called a Starlight Tour, where
Mhm.
basically it's been a thing forever. Like racism, been a thing forever. But these people are ICE. I'm guessing. Will like drop people out in the freezing cold in the middle of the night. Like, okay, you're legal, whatever. We still don't care about your life. So they'll just drop people out in the middle of nowhere in like negative 30-degree weather with nothing, and they're just stuck there. And they like freeze to death. Like people are dying.
That's disgusting, like repelling. Like I would literally want to like the hate. I don't know if I should say that on the podcast, but like the
Hate in their heart.
hatefulness.
Yeah.
Yes, like it literally just makes me want to like sick to my stomach, because like how could you do that? How could you be that way towards someone that's trying to have the same life as you, like live, and or what are they doing to you for real? Like they're not actually doing anything to your life for you to be so passionate about hating them.
For real.
Or anyone different than you. Like I could go a whole spill about that. Like that's why I'd
And
be so quick to do some shit.
waiting outside of schools for parents coming to pick up their kids.
Getting a 5-year-old child that doesn't know anything about what's going on for real.
Yeah. That's terrible.
You know how like when we have stations in foreign countries, we have
Embassies.
like embassies. There was I can't remember what country it was, but there was an embassy here in the United States that the ICE was trying to go and retain someone from, and that's illegal. Like that is like you'll start a war. And
yeah,
the
that
dude
doesn't make any sense. Literally, embassies are a thing for people that aren't citizens.
A safe place. Yeah, a safe place. And so there was an ICE officer that claimed that he didn't know it was. Then in the video, it cuts to the fat ass sign that says it's an embassy, and on the door that he's trying to get him out of. So that's going on. Like they just don't give a fuck.
They should literally be fired.
Yeah.
Speaking of being pissed off, yesterday I went down this whole rabbit hole because my girl Gracie May posted a video about this book written in the 1800s that was supposedly called The Masonic Creed by John D. Rockefeller. And I'm going to read y'all an insert of it, because the rabbit hole that I went down on TikTok, watching and reading everything about this supposed book, honestly, like, literally changed my whole entire mindset on the world. Like, I'm sitting here eating my Nerds gummy clusters, and I'm like, this is poison, and I'm gonna die. And then I'm like washing my face, and I'm like, this is poison, and I'm gonna die. Which is like partially true. Like, we already know everything's came out about other countries being way more healthy with their food and stuff, and like all of the red dye 40 and crazy stuff that's in our food is like literally killing us. Is true.
Which doesn't help to feed into your hypochondria, but
yeah, true. Like literally everything is poison, which has honestly helped me with my hypochondria, because it's literally like you can't do anything. Like you wash your face because you have acne, and then the face wash that you use gives you more acne. Your stomach hurts, so you take an ibuprofen, but the ibuprofen is killing your liver, and it's like, what am I going to do? Nothing. So it's honestly like whatever at this point.
Let's just move to another country. I'd say the urge to move to another country has really been like hitting me.
Literally, I would literally love to live in Europe. So I'm just going to read y'all a tiny insert just so y'all can see where my mind was going with this. Because I thought I was like discovering the truth of life. Like I just hacked into the government or something. So it says, we'll keep their life short and their minds weak while pretending to do the opposite. We'll use our knowledge of science and technology in subtle ways so that they'll never see what's happening. We will use soft metals, aging accelerators, and sedatives in food and water, as well as in the air. They will be covered in poison wherever they turn. Soft metals will make them lose their minds.
Yeah, the whole thing, like, it was a long thing about
It's
it.
supposed to be a whole book, but yeah, the things that we saw were like 4-page PDF documents. Those all were all verbiage like that craziness.
Like, what? Like, people just get bored and
Yeah,
just make some shit.
I feel like there is truth to it, which is the scariest part. But the whole thing that's really pissing me off about it is I go on Google and I type in Masonic Creed by John D. Rockefeller, and I find out that it's a conspiracy manuscript that was written in the 80s and has no trace to any government agency or official document. There's no truth to this at all. And it's been surfacing online since 2002, whenever like that was even possible to happen. And there's different conspirators have tried to say that it came from the Illuminati. They try to say it came from the government. Now they're trying to say that it's a whole book written by John D. Rockefeller. But it just made me feel like in that moment when I was going down the rabbit hole, I was like, how can nobody know about this? And how is this public knowledge that was written in literally the 1800s? And why hasn't anybody done anything to stop it? And why do people think that putting fake stuff like this out there, why do people think that that's okay? Like, that should be so illegal. And I feel like it is, but I mean, like, what are you going to do? They don't even know who wrote it. I don't even know.
People just want to make up stuff like conspiracy theories and conspiracy theorists. Y'all can have a good conspiracy theory without having to make some shit up and just put it out there and really try to like make some fake documents up for all this. Like, why? There's
Yeah.
enough going on in the world.
Yeah. And then I just felt really dumb because, like, even the name of what they said this book was called, Masonic Creed. It's talking about the Masons, which was like there's so many conspiracy theories around the Masons. It was like a fraternity that started in medieval Europe, I learned. And they're like super, super, super top secret. You're never going to know what's going on in this club. So why in the hell would John D. Rockefeller write a whole novel about their creed or their beliefs if the whole thing is secretive and nobody knows what's going on? And if you look up what actually goes on in the Masons, it's like super, super good stuff. Like they believe in charity, sympathy, and have Christian values, helping the helpless, and all these good things. And now y'all are trying to tell us that they have all the secrets of how the government is trying to kill us. It doesn't even make any sense. Like, at least come up with something that's believable for like one Google search, and all your shit's fake.
In the video we watched about it, like, I don't know if she found this and someone else made it up or if she just made it up. It was so much bullshit about it being
Yeah, love
real.
my girl Gracie May, but girl, how are you going as deep into this rabbit hole as I did, or deeper, because you're the one that told me about it, and you don't know that it's fake?
She's also the one, she made another video of something that was bullshit, talking about the Tartarian Empire that was from like in the early 1900s. Like if you look at an old
Medieval
history,
times. The mud flood was Noah's flood in the Bible.
Oh yeah, it was, no, I said it was before then, like before that. But they were like, if you look in an old early history book or whatever, when you got it, like the 1900 one, it would have a picture of it. But it's completely bullshit. Like if you look it up on Google, it says that it's just a conspiracy thing about how it was in Europe and they took the word Tartary for what did it say? Something about one of the countries in Europe and just ran with it and made this whole thing up.
Facts.
But she went on a whole complete thing about how they did this and they did that, and if we have electronics, the thing that didn't make no sense. She's like, if we have iPads and we have phones, what do you think they had? Bitch, it's medieval times. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's like the whole conspiracy though, is like they were so technologically inclined that they had all this stuff back then, and then everything got washed away from the flood, and then humanity had to start like completely over.
Yeah.
Which is
No,
like a really
girl.
cool idea, and I wish that was true, but I think what they meant by technology was literally wheels and hammers.
Literally. Yeah. That would be really cool, like, because I was starting to believe it myself until I looked it up and seen that it was bullshit.
It is really cool. I wonder if they've made a movie like with that concept of like everything's super ancient and stuff, but they just like have laptops and they're like big computers and they're like making holograms and stuff. That would be a good movie. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. We hope you're enjoying the new vibe because we're talking about some really important things, and I feel like it's better. It's better than it was. So we'll see y'all next week. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And turn on post notifications. And leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
We love y'all.
Love you, bye.